Glory to the Heroes is an immersive tactical first-person shooter developed by Space Dev Games. The game is set against the backdrop of the Russian-Ukrainian war, aiming to authentically recreate the realities of modern conflict. Players engage in large-scale battles featuring combined arms gameplay involving various military units and vehicles. The game offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, including PvPvE scenarios, with action unfolding in real-world locations accurately recreated using real-world height map data and photogrammetry. Key features include squad-based combat, role-specific duties, resource management, constructible defenses, destructible environments, and a dynamic weather system. Set in an alternate 1896, War of the Worlds Siberia immerses players in a Russia besieged by Martian invaders. As a young student separated from his loved ones, players must navigate the treacherous journey from a conquered St. Petersburg to the remote expanses of Siberia. The game combines elements of stealth, survival, and action, challenging players to evade alien machines and hostile humans alike. Utilizing contemporary weapons and makeshift explosives, players will solve riddles and uncover secrets that shed light on the game's world. The narrative emphasizes personal growth, requiring the protagonist to harmonize with himself to protect those he holds dear.
Вниз!
Оно самое, юноша. Оно самое.
The Black Hawk Down campaign is a reimagined single-player experience within the upcoming Delta Force game developed by Team E Studio Group. This campaign revisits the events of the 1993 Battle of Mogadishu, drawing inspiration from Ridley Scott's 2001 film Black Hawk Down and the original 2003 Delta Force Black Hawk Down game. Players will engage in intense urban combat scenarios, experiencing the challenges faced by U.S. military forces during the operation. The campaign is designed to offer both solo and cooperative gameplay, allowing players to team up and tackle missions together. The Forever Winter is a cooperative tactical survival horror shooter developed by Fundog Studios. Set in a post-apocalyptic world engulfed in perpetual winter, players must scavenge resources and battle for survival under the looming presence of colossal war machines engaged in an endless conflict. The game emphasizes stealth, strategy, and cooperative gameplay, requiring players to loot the fallen and navigate dynamic battlefields where enemy factions have their own objectives and will react intelligently to player actions. The environment is unpredictable, with encounters that change based on player decisions, ensuring a unique experience with each playthrough. Light of Motoram is an upcoming free-to-play open-world survival game developed by Polaris Quest, a subsidiary of Tencent. Set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by colossal mechanical creatures known as Mechanimals, players are tasked with exploring diverse biomes, from lush rainforests to arid deserts and snow-capped mountains, while scavenging for resources, building bases, and crafting weapons to survive. The game emphasizes a realistic, physics-based building system, allowing for the creation of sturdy fortresses or ingenious shelters. Players can tame and train over 100 customizable mechanimals, each possessing unique skills and growth potential to assist in combat and resource gathering.
We are with you always, as long as the world shall live.
Perfect Dark is an upcoming action-adventure first-person shooter developed by the Initiative and Crystal Dynamics. Serving as a reboot of the classic series, the game is set in a near-future world facing environmental collapse. Players assume the role of elite agent Joanna Dark, uncovering secrets hidden by powerful corporations amid efforts to restore ecological balance. The game emphasizes stealth, high-tech gadgets, and a narrative-driven experience, with missions set in locations like a restored Cairo.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
Kingmakers is an action strategy sandbox game developed by Redemption Road Games and published by TinyBuild. The game transports players to medieval England, where they must alter the course of history to prevent a future apocalypse. Combining third-person shooter mechanics with strategic kingdom-building elements, players can construct their domains, command armies, and engage in large-scale battles. The game supports both solo and cooperative gameplay, allowing up to 4 players to collaborate in shaping their kingdoms. Project Wraith is a fast-paced first-person shooter developed by Grassroots Studio and published by Team 17. The game emphasizes satisfying gunplay and a back-to-basics playstyle, focusing on objective-based gameplay that requires teamwork, fast movement, and snappy combat. It incorporates realistic and tactical features, aiming to provide an authentic infantry combat experience without overpowered vehicles or frustrating in-game mechanics. Players can expect a variety of exotic weapons and attachments, immersive sound design, and a strong community focus with regular content updates. LLL is an open-world third-person MMO shooter under development by NCSoft. The game is set in an alternative historical science fiction world, blending elements from different time periods, including the 10th century Byzantine Empire, a post-apocalyptic Seoul, and the 23rd century. Players can explore a vast open world, seamlessly connected across more than 30 kilometers of land. The game aims to combine various playstyles and elements from NCSoft's previous titles, offering a unique experience that differs from traditional looter shooters or battle royale games. The Pacific Front is a significant expansion for Squad 44, a tactical first-person shooter set during World War II. This update introduces the Pacific Theater, focusing on the intense battles between the Imperial Japanese Army and the United States Marine Corps. Players can engage in historically accurate scenarios, including the iconic Battle of Iwo Jima, experiencing new factions, weapons, and meticulously designed maps that reflect the challenging environments of the Pacific Islands. The expansion aims to provide an immersive and authentic portrayal of the Pacific Front, enhancing the game's depth and replayability.
生きて再び我が家に帰れないことを覚悟した。天皇陛下、万歳
'83 is an upcoming large-scale combined arms first-person shooter developed by Blue Dot Games. Set in an alternate history where the Cold War escalated into open conflict, the game features massive battles with over 80 players, allowing them to fight as either NATO or Warsaw Pact forces. Players can utilize authentic infantry weapons, equipment, and a variety of land and air vehicles from the 1980s era. The game emphasizes strategic, objective-based gameplay, where controlling key points can significantly impact the overall battle. With a focus on realism and tactical depth, '83 aims to deliver an immersive military experience that reflects the tensions and technologies of the Cold War period. Project Z Beyond Order is an atmospheric first-person zombie co-op shooter set during World War II. Players assume the roles of diverse survivors, each possessing unique abilities as they unravel the mysteries of a Nazi-controlled island. The game emphasizes cooperative gameplay, allowing up to 4 players to team up in missions or explore the island in free roam mode. Key features include robust character progression, extensive weapon customization, and the management of a central hub known as the Hideout, where players can craft items, upgrade weapons, and build structures to support their community. Trench Tales is a story-driven third-person action game set in a dark alternative world inspired by the aesthetics of World War I and World War II. Players step into the shoes of a lone warrior summoned to this desolate realm by enigmatic forces with a mission shrouded in secrecy. The game combines shooter mechanics with horror elements, allowing players to harness unique powers, customize their arsenal, and navigate haunting Gothic landscapes. As they battle fallen soldiers and uncover the mysteries of this realm, players will encounter destructible environments and engage in risk-reward gameplay with consequences for death and currency collection. Black State is a single-player, story-driven, action-adventure third-person shooter developed by Motion Blur Studio. The game immerses players in a rich, mysterious, and emotional narrative, tasking them with saving captives and uncovering the truth behind a cataclysmic event. A unique feature of the game is its real-time door mechanics, allowing seamless transitions between levels without loading screens, introducing an element of thrill and unpredictability as each door leads to new and unexpected locations. Crisis 4 is the forthcoming installment in the acclaimed first-person shooter series developed by Crytek. While specific details about the game's setting and storyline remain under wraps, it is anticipated to continue the franchise's legacy of delivering cutting-edge graphics and dynamic gameplay, potentially exploring new narrative directions and technological advancements.
Welcome to the war.
Please remain calm. Immediate evacuation to the mainland is underway.
Just so you know, Prophet, you walk slow, you play nice.
Welcome to New York, version 2.0.
Gears of War E-Day is an upcoming third-person shooter developed by the Coalition and published by Xbox Game Studios. Serving as a prequel to the original Gears of War, the game is set 14 years prior during the catastrophic Emergence Day when the Locust Horde first invaded the planet Sarah. Players will experience the harrowing events of E-Day through the perspectives of iconic characters Marcus Fenix and Dominic Dom Santiago, witnessing the onset of humanity's desperate struggle for survival. The game promises to deliver intense, cover-based combat, a hallmark of the series, along with a narrative that delves deeper into the origins of the conflict between humans and the Locust. War of the Worlds is a hardcore horror survival game inspired by H.G. Wells' classic science fiction novel. Developed by Flipswitch Games, the game places players in an open world overrun by colossal alien machines intent on exterminating humanity. Survival hinges on evading these relentless invaders, scavenging for resources, and managing vital needs such as hydration and nutrition. Players can loot buildings, fend off hostile survivors, and even commandeer military vehicles in a desperate bid to fight back against the alien onslaught. The game emphasizes a realistic survival experience where every decision can mean the difference between life and death in a world under siege. Terminator Survivors is an open-world survival game set in the post-apocalyptic universe of the Terminator franchise. Developed by Nacon Studio Milan, the game unfolds after Judgment Day and before the rise of John Connor's human resistance. Players must scavenge for supplies, manage resources, and fortify a base of operations while fending off Skynet's relentless machines and other human adversaries. The game offers both single-player and cooperative modes, allowing players to experience the struggle for survival alone or with others. Project S is an open-world multiplayer puzzle game developed by Lunark Studios and published by Behavior Interactive. The game invites players to explore a vast, fantastical world brimming with puzzles and mysteries. It combines quests, multiplayer modes, and character progression to breathe new life into the 3D puzzle genre. Players can experience the world solo or alongside others, sharing a sense of discovery at their own pace.
놈들은 언제 어디서든 우리의 목숨을 노렸고 뜬 눈으로 매일 밤을 지새울 수밖에 없었지. 살기 위해
Sniper Elite Resistance is the latest installment in the acclaimed tactical shooter series by Rebellion Developments. Set in occupied France during World War II, the game introduces players to Harry Hawker, an agent of the Special Operations Executive, SOE. Tasked with infiltrating deep into enemy territory, Hawker uncovers a formidable new Nazi wonder weapon that could alter the course of the war. The game retains the series' hallmark sniping mechanics, stealth elements, and tactical third-person combat, while introducing new features such as propaganda missions and the return of Axis invasion mode. Players can also engage in tense online multiplayer battles, with crossplay supported across all platforms.
The Basilica. Carrion said that's where the dead drop was. Should be a good view from